So what is Linux? Linux is a family of open source Unix-like operating systems based on the Linux kernel. And it's around for a very, very long time. The first kernel was released in 1991 by Linus Torvald. And to interact with the system, you use the Linux shell. The first shell was written by Thomson in 1971, and then there was the Bourne shell in 1979. Linux key features are that it is multitasking capable. That is quite important, and a lot of people do use that without really noticing anymore. You can run multiple tasks, multiple programs simultaneously, and the operating system takes care that all of them can progress. Then the next important thing is that it's that's a multi-user system. That is, for instance, for the NAISS systems, very, very important. So the front ends of our cluster, we will explain that in the Slurm session on tomorrow afternoon, what a front end is. We have often hundreds of users and all of them can work simultaneously. It's open source and free of charge. The free of charge is very important for NAISS, since we have typically hundreds or thousands of nodes in a cluster. Paying 1,000 Windows license would be quite a charge, so that it is free. That is one of the things which helps us a lot. In addition, there are windowing systems like X11 or Valence that you can do a graphic, that you can display graphics and these type of things. So getting into shells, there are a number of shells. There's which I have listed here. There's the Bourne shell. Then there's the Born Again shell, Bash, and that is what we will be discussing in this course. There is the C shell, CSH, the T shell, KSH, and Z shell. These are the most popular shells currently, but they are different. So de facto what we are doing here is mostly an introduction to the command line in the Born Again shell, Bash. The Bash shell is what at NAISS we give you as a default. If you don't have any special wishes, you get the Bash shell. That's a very good choice for beginners. Please keep in mind, if you use any of the other shells, things which we show today might not work, might work different. In particular, C shell and TC shell are very different from the Bash shell. Some of the things are the same, some of the things are very different. So at NAISS, we take the approach that by default you get a Bash shell and you should be able to accomplish all your tasks with that. If you prefer different shells, that can be done, but then you are an expert user and the support we give for that is limited. So why using the shell? It's stable and reliable. It's very customizable, lightweight, and runs on any hardware. It has a strong community support and has many flavors that are open source and free. And it has a lot of application. In general, the shell is a very powerful tool in order to, for instance, with respect to repetitive tasks, which are often very difficult to achieve in a graphical desktop environment, that can be easily done in a shell. You just write a few command lines and then you write a few command lines and then repetitive tasks can be accomplished very easily, as we will show during the course. Okay, any input, any questions?